Landwirt.com is in Eugendorf, Salzburg, and we found a DIY project here, specifically the project by Rupert Greisberger, currently in progress. Rupert, you submitted DIY project on Landwirt.com. Maybe you'd like to tell viewers what you built there.
Yes, this is now a loading wagon for hay harvesting. I purchased 5, partly from the farmer at the comb, also observed and additionally purchased, and I created one using the 5s and constructed another one with it.
Okay, make one big out of 5. Why would someone do that?
The problem in my agriculture, in my situation, is that I have to drive 3 kilometers to each large home. I must ensure I lose a lot of weight in a short time. The harvest window is brief.
Okay, so you wanted to transport as much volume as possible with one trip. Tell me, what did you have to implement technically? Because you told me beforehand that you hardly had to buy anything new.
Yes, it was indeed like that in your project. I ensured to reuse as many things as possible that I already had or that I had constructed for the loading wagons. This is similar to axles. The units of axles are partially attached. I've reinstalled the hydraulic stuff, electrical, everything I had in the old conversions. Certain things have been repurchased, but the main reason behind it was actually the idea of reusing as much as possible, not throwing away.
What was the duration of your planning and construction process?
From the first time cutting the first loading wagon to the first drive, 3 months and 4 days have passed.
What were your measurements that you absolutely wanted to adhere to? And what kind of magnitude are we talking about with your loading wagon?
He is a bit less than 12 meters long, a bit less than 4 meters high, and a bit less than 250 meters wide. I am compliant with the road traffic regulations, so I don't need a permit and I can move freely on public roads. The loading volume is 280 cubic meters of water measure. Separate calculation formula for average pressure, 127.
What are the technical features that have been implemented in the loading wagon? So what are the technical highlights that you can name?
It was important to me that it is a coarse aggregate, particularly with a rotating conveyor. This allows yeast to be taken up gently and a drawn pickup is created so that if you encounter an obstacle or too much material comes in, the pickup tilts away so the unit does not push. The next item is the aggregate. So the chopping aggregate with a rhythm has been taken out of the Grubau. So from the Grubau aggregates and put together, and the tailgate is also built in a different manner.
Okay, can you provide a rough estimate now regarding the cost of something like that if you were to purchase it?
Yes, finally I can tell you the costs, my investments and purchases. We're around 16,000, 17,000 euros. In tech jargon, calculation is done with 1,200 euros per cubic meter, medium depth. The loading wagon only has 27 cubic meters, so you can actually calculate what it actually costs to buy if you build it here.
Yes, well, Rupert, then thanks so much for presenting your trailer project. We'll definitely visit you again as you have more craft projects on your farm. And dear viewers, if you are also realizing a project on your farm or are currently tinkering, then first check Landwirt.com for used parts. And when the project is done, feel free to submit it to us and maybe you'll be the next ones we visit.
Landwirt.com, the digital marketplace connecting farmers and buyers for agricultural products and equipment through an online platform.